Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm very excited to be here back again creating content for you because you know what, I love you guys so much and I wouldn't miss a day without coming in front of this camera. And if I do, I feel like part of me is not the same anymore. So yeah, today I decided to come up on here. It's currently not very late in the evening. It's around 4:30 p.m. That is why you see the light is coming and going. But let's not concentrate much on that. Let us hear what I have to say because I have very important information to share with you guys. So why am I here today, or why am I here seated here right now? I'm just from finishing my other job, so I just sat here to give you this information before it evaporates from my mind or I get to forget about it. Why am I here? Recently, I visited a gynecologist and I learned so many facts about my body that I didn't know, and I was so amazed at how many things I don't know or I have neglected that are very important. So this is a wake-up call. So I came here just to tell someone who didn't know, number one, tell someone who knows but is not doing anything about it, and number three, educate someone. Someone might hear something that he or she, if I say he, the husband might go tell the wife, the boyfriend might also go and tell the girlfriend. So if you're a man and you're watching this, please share this with your friends, with your girlfriends, with your aunties, with your moms. Yeah, it's something that is going to help. So recently, or maybe for the past few months, I've been having some abdominal pains, and especially towards and after my period. So I decided this one time that enough is enough after my period. So I'm just going for general checkup just to know about how my body is and whatnot. And I stepped in and I went to a gynecologist, to be very specific, because these other times that I have been experiencing pain, actually I've just been going to these general doctors and they're like, Nihi, they do some tests on you, your urine, your whatever, your fluids. Then after doing those tests on you, they give you medication. But I came to realize if you're sick and you're feeling some type of pain in your body, just go to Google and look for the specific doctor who deals with that. For example, if you have an ear infection, go to an ENT specialist. If you have a reproductive whatever issues, go to a gynecologist. If you have a problem with your joints, nini, you can look for what is the name of this doctor? Wanaitwanga nini? Yeah, they do have a name. If I remember, I'll write it here. If I don't remember, please just Google, and yeah, you can also comment down below in the comment section. So I noticed one thing, not that these other general doctors are bad, but it's because they have not specified in that specific field of whatever is happening to you. So they'll treat you with the knowledge, with the general knowledge that they have, but you know, these other doctors who specify in this specific thing is going to give you very detailed information about yourself. So I went in with, to the doctor. She was very pleasant. I don't think I'm going to disclose her here, but if we go on and I continue interacting with her, I'm going to let you know who she is and where she's located, and yeah, so many things. And at first when I went in, I was so scared because I was like, this is my first time I am here. I want to ask all the questions in the world. I'm feeling this type of pain. And to my surprise, she was very friendly to me. So I went in and she asked a lot of questions like, have you been vaccinated for this? Have you been checked and such and such a place? Have you done this? Have you done this? And I was like, no. And by the time she finished asking me questions, I was like, damn, Faith, you spend all this money doing things and other things, but you never spend this little money to just go and look for a doctor who's going to check up on you. And at some point I felt guilty, and I think she noticed, and she was like, why has there been a certain mood change? And I was like, okay, imagine I feel so bad because I have never come to the hospital for all this and blah blah blah. And she was like, no, it's normal. So many people come here, even very older than you, who don't have information about what is happening in their bodies. At least you realized early and you came, and right now you have knowledge. And I was like, at least she's told me something that has made me have relief. So why do I come here to talk to you guys about this? Is because, number one, have you ever taken a pap smear test? Yes or no? Because a pap smear test should be done each and every single year, just to confirm how you are faring on down there. Have you ever been have your breasts been checked? Have you ever, have your pelvic area been checked, and whatnot? So what happened to me this time, I just went in with that problem of pain in my abdomen, and the lady was like, has your breast ever been checked? I remember some 2 years back when I went to our doctor, whereby they were giving us some free services, I think around this time in October, and of which this is I think breast cancer awareness month. If I'm if I'm not wrong, please correct me. I think this is breast cancer awareness month. So this is the time whereby I went with my sister, and there was this doctor, and he actually didn't do anything special to me. He just told me to raise my hand and check whether there might be any lumps or anything. But this time when I went to this specific doctor, I went for the, should we call it a scan? Because if you have ever gotten pregnant, or if you know, this is, I think this is general knowledge, when they go and check if how the baby is, the gender, the whatnot, they normally apply something very cold on your stomach. Then they take this machine. Then okay, I wish I was a doctor so that I can use these terms, ndio niwache mkishanga. But I'm not a doctor, but I worked in a hospital and gained a little knowledge back then. But that is what they place on your stomach. Then they check the heartbeat and the gender and everything, and if the baby is okay, if you have enough amniotic fluid and whatnot. So that is what they applied onto my breast, and they checked until this area of my armpit. They checked if maybe there might be something around the area of the armpit which is prone to affect my breast. And to God be the glory, I'm fine and I'm okay. And I really was in panic mode when those doctors were checking up on me, and they were very silent. And I was in that room, and I was like, oh my God, what are they thinking? What are the results? I know. But what I will tell you right now is I'm more happy knowing that there is nothing extremely wrong with me than having this thing in mind. What if something is wrong with me? What if something is not wrong with me? So that is why I'll come here and urge you, if you feel that you want to go, and I think this is mandatory, you just have to go. You don't have to feel like going. I know you might be scared, but what's the worst that can happen? If you have something, you just take medication and continue with your life, rather than just sitting and perishing because of lack of knowledge. So they checked my breasts, and this was a scan done, and right now I'm confident enough to say that yeah, I'm okay. Then the next thing, they check your pelvic, and these are things that she recommended. Like, as a woman, you should check on your body, check your breast, check your pelvic, check your uterus, check your fallopian tubes, check your ovaries. Even if you're not looking into having babies or whatnot, at least you know I'm okay, even if I don't want babies. So after checking the pelvic and whatnot, they see everything is okay. Then you go back to the doctor. When I went back, she was reading to me my results and explaining to me ways of taking care of myself and improving myself. And she started by asking me, have you ever been injected for the HPV jab? And I was like, no. HPV stands, and I hope I'm going to say this correctly, this is the human papillomavirus virus. That is what it stands for. So if you have actually, from my knowledge, what I know is men have this this HPV whatever in them, or they have something that carries that HPV virus in them. So when you're sexually active, they tend to produce that thing in women's bodies. Then when they produce it in our bodies, that is the main thing that causes cancer in the uterus. So that is my please, 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 this is something, I'm not an expert, I'm just giving my experience and my 2 cents that I was given when I visited the gynecologist. But if you know better, please comment down below. I'm open to learning. So she asked me if I had gotten the HPV jab, and I was like, no. And have you ever done a pap smear test? This is one thing we have been singing with my elder sister that we will go and do. And fortunately for her, she did hers, but I have never done that. And she was like, have you ever done this and that? And
hi guys.
Hi. So imagine ukiwa hapa siwezi ongea. And fortunately for her, she went and got the virus, she did the pap smear and checked out everything, and she's okay. So she asked me so many questions, and I was like, I've never done this and that, and I was not so proud of myself, because pap smear is supposed to be done yearly, so that you can know how you are down there. So she asked me about the pap smear. She asked me if I've gotten the HPV jab. She asked me about the breast scan and the pelvic screening. All that I had not done, but after that I went and said, I have this money. And in my mind, being a Kenyan, is it being a Kenyan or just being a human being? I was like, I want to spend all this money here today, and maybe tomorrow I might get something online that I like so much. But I decided, to hell, let me put my health first, because if I buy all these cute dresses and everything, and I am not in good health, who's going to put on those sexy and nice dresses and enjoy all these good places that I normally go to? So I went and got the tests done, and they were not, I would say they were not cheap at all. But I'll urge you, if you are using, I didn't know that they take insurance. That is why I went in there, and getting that doctor was so hard. I've been looking for her for almost a month, but eventually I got a slot, and I was like, I'm going even if I don't have that money. So if you are using insurance, that will be better, because the tests are not cheap, the consultation is not cheap. So I got all the tests done and everything is okay. So about the pap smear is normally done yearly, and it's a test that will determine a lot. Maybe your uterus is abnormal, or there are things that are showing up in your uterus that might cause harm to you. That is when you do the pap smear test, they are going to detect that. Number 2, the HPV, you must get the HPV jab. And before you get the HPV jab, the HPV jab is very effective from 9 to 26 years. If you're of 9 years to 26 years old, if you have a daughter, if you have a niece, if you have a neighbor or anything, go tell them this information, please. From 9 to 26 years, you can get the human papillomavirus virus. From 26 to 45, you can still get the human papillomavirus virus jab. Sorry, you can get the jab, but it is not as effective as from 9 to 26 years. From 9 to 26 years, I think it's like 90 to 96%, but 26 to 45, it's like 89, 80. Yeah, their percent, that is the percentage that it will be effective on your body. So I would love to urge you, if you have a young person, a young daughter, a young, yes, nephew, niece, just take them between this time of 9 to 26, so that the medicine can be, let me say, 99.9% effective. Let me not say 100%. Then also, if you are from 26 to 45, you can still visit your gyna and get the same jab, but the chances of it assisting you are a little bit lower compared if you went earlier. So that is the information that I got, and I was very happy about it. And I said I'm not going to keep silent about this. Definitely, if I come here and tell you to support my YouTube channel and subscribe and like my videos, and I don't come with such information, that will be very, very selfish of me. So the jab, I asked how much the jab is. The jab is 7,000 bob. And I even asked another person. The person was like, the jab is normally 6 to 9,000 bob each, and you're supposed to get 3 jabs within a span, I think, of 4 weeks. So 9 times 3 is 27, 7 times 3 is 21,000. And this is something, you might say that is a lot of money, but this is something you get once in your lifetime and you're over and done with. Pap smear, they normally do from 3,500 to 5,000. This is something you'll be doing yearly. So when when January comes, you start saving up, and after 3 or 4 months, you go for the test, and we live a better life and healthy life, knowing what is happening in our bodies, instead of just sitting and waiting for something to just come and surprise us. Because I think people normally perish because they don't have knowledge, or because most of us don't even have finances. Because I was like, imagine if someone went there and was told the amount of the scans and everything, and you don't have money. Imagine you'll just go home and sit and be like, okay, I'll go next time, and there will never be a next time, because money right now is so little, and so many things need to be done at the same time. So if you can save up from when you listen to this video until that time when you will have already reached the amount of money that you're supposed to pay for the test and for the scans, that would be very, very nice. And I would urge all women to go out there and apart from drinking water and drinking smoothies and running and going to the gym, at least once in a year or twice, just go and check up on your body. Because these bodies, they're just here to sustain us, and we should take care of them. So I'll really urge everyone to just go and visit your doctor. Even with men, there's some things that happen in your body. And there was a time when I was working in hospital, there was this prostate cancer whatever checkup for free, camp for free. And some men would when you interact with them, when they came, and they were like, okay, we are pumped up, we are going to do the test. But when they realize how the test is going to be done, so many of them backed up. Please, 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 we want a healthy nation. We want people to be saved at very, very early stages. That is why I'll urge you, just go for checkup. And imagine, I went for all that. I was given some medication to rectify some of the things that are not, I wouldn't say wrong, but just need to be adjusted in my body. And imagine, I've not yet done the pap smear, which I'm going to do next. I have not yet gotten the jab, which I will do before the end of the year. But yeah, I just wanted to share this knowledge with you. Thank you so much for sitting there and listening to me give you my few notes that I got from the doctor. But all in all, I pray that everyone who watches this video and who is on this platform get money and go visit the doctor and become healthy and live a very healthy and happy life. Thank you so much for watching my video. Until next time, bye bye.